everyone to the 50th anniversary of the Henrietta Hall of Fame ceremony. We are so proud of you all tonight. Everyone looks great. So I hope you're ready for a nice dinner and a nice ceremony here. I would like to bring up County Legislator Michael Udelson. He's going to give us the history of this wonderful event.
Good evening. There's going to be a test at the end of this, so pay attention. So it's really a pleasure to be here as your county legislature, at least representing a good portion of Henrietta. We're really pleased to be joined by Dr. Nazis Jeffrey, who represents the 12th district. That is the southwest part of Henrietta, and I have north of the Thruway, Rick Milne, who has part of southern Henrietta, could not be here tonight but sends his regards. We're really pleased to join you. Anita asked me to talk a little bit about the history of the ceremonies because I've been at most of them. Some of you know, I'm not as young as I look. Some of you know that previous to my current role, I was the director of the Recreation Department for 20-odd years. I was on the town board, I was town supervisor, and now pleased to serve in the legislature. So I've been, I don't know the exact count, but I think I've been to like 42 of the 50 ceremonies and have enjoyed every one. Back in the 70s, the Youth Bureau movement was really supported by state funding that is no longer available, but there was an emphasis on trying to address issues related to youth that could place them at risk for behavior that would be harmful. And we still, through our programs today, are still doing the same thing. It's just a different approach to this. So there was actually the Henrietta Youth Bureau. A couple of towns had youth bureaus separate from the Monroe County Youth Bureau. And the people on the youth board wanted to do something to recognize young people in the community, but they're especially interested in recognizing those who might not otherwise get recognized. And so it could be for overcoming obstacles in their life, or it could be for the contributions they had made to the community. So started the Henrietta Youth Hall of Fame. The very first one, for the first couple of years, was done as part of the 4th of July celebration in the town park. And some of you will remember the old band shell. It's where the current one is, but it was just a stage, and they would put up a temporary band shell each summer. And so the awards were given out as part of that celebration. The problem with it was that everybody was there for the fireworks, so they were on the other side of the park holding their spot. And there weren't that many people over there for that. So after a few years of that, they said, well, we're going to take it up a notch. And they made it part of the town board meeting. So a resolution was read, and then there was a reception, there was a recess, and a reception would start in the foyer outside the town board meeting room, the highlight of which was the mint chocolate brownies by the youth board chair, Ruth Van Herp. Jesse Redlow, I know you bake, so we're going down the gauntlet here. You have a year to get ready, and but in all seriousness, I want to thank Jesse and all the other members of the youth board for their commitment to the youth of our community. So that was done that way for a couple of years, and then kind of outgrew that. And so the next step was the ceremony moved up to the Henrietta Fire Hall on East Henrietta Road. And that was the first year that we brought in a speaker to be part of the ceremony, which was Sheriff Andy Maloney. And for any of you who have been around long enough to remember Andy Maloney, he was a very gifted speaker. He showed up 10 minutes before the event, asked what the event was about, and gave the most eloquent speech recognizing the kids. It was great. So we did that for a couple of years, and then we said, well, we're going to take it up another notch. And it was moved up to the Elks Lodge, farther up East Henrietta Road. Same thing with a speaker. And we had some people like Kathy Turner, a Rochester native, who was an Olympic speed skater. Some other people were the speakers. And did that for a couple of years, and then said, well, we're going to take it up another notch. And started looking at coming to a banquet facility like this. And during most of the time that that has happened, it's been here at the RIT and Conference Center, where we've enjoyed a really good working relationship with them. There's been several different speakers over the years, and one of the things that I think was really nice is that many of the speakers have been graduates of RIT kids who were now young adults who were honored with this award. Some of those include Kyle Hargrave, who was a coach and teacher in the community for many years. Tom Coleman, same thing, and ran playground programs and worked for us in the recreation department for many years. Some kid named Alex Udelson, who worked for President Obama and President Biden, and at the time was the chief of staff for the city of Rochester. Leslie Zink, a lot of people know Leslie is the owner of Love and Cup over near RIT, and the list goes on, and we're pleased to have Carrie Faticone Ferrara here. I haven't seen Carrie in a long time. She worked for us, like just about everybody I've mentioned here, in the recreation department, and looking forward to hearing from her tonight. So, here we are tonight, 50 years of sticking to the same mission of recognizing the achievements of young people, and I couldn't be more proud of them and pleased to be part of this. So congratulations to all. Thank you.
Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And would you please remain standing as we welcome members of the RH Sinners to perform the national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets
Thank you to the RH Singers. Let's give them another round of applause. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Dr. Jesse Redwell, Chair of the Youth Board. It's my pleasure to be here with you all. I haven't been to as many of these events as Legislator Udelson, but I've got a handful under my belt. And it's such a privilege to be here on the 50th anniversary. So tonight's event is being videoed and can be found on the Town of Henrietta website. And you'll see the link to the Youth Hall of Fame event. There's signs at the check-in table to help with that. To help celebrate this year's event, we've added a special feature that has been each inductee has had an opportunity to share their thoughts on one of 3 questions that were designed by 2 of our inductees who are Student Youth Board members, Sybil Montero and Simra Hamad. We will be showing that video a little bit later on. We've also added a time capsule. So out where you checked in, you can write a message to future inductees, and that will be open 10 years from now at that event. So please take some time to do that. Jean Avalone from Park Avenue Photos will be taking pictures of the ceremony and a group picture at the end of tonight's event. So we will have lots of great documentation of this wonderful night. I just want to introduce some of our dignitaries who are in attendance, very strong turnout. We have Town Council members Robert Barley Jr., Michael Stafford, Christina Owens, and Millie Safranek. Millie is also a liaison to the Youth Board. We also have former council members Rick Page and Joe Belanca joining us. Joe Belanca was a 1992 inductee himself. We have some lovely invited guests and sponsors joining us. Carrie Fadicone Ferreira, life and business coach and a 1989 inductee. Irini Morgos, a 2020 inductee, who will be sharing a few words with us after dinner. We have Monroe County legislator from the 12th District, the Honorable Dr. Nazish Jeffrey. Monroe County legislator from the 13th District and Majority Leader, the Honorable Michael Ugelson. Judge James Pompiano, Henrietta Town Court Justice. Dr. Barbara Mullen, Superintendent of the Rush Henrietta Central School District. Dr. Michael Allen II, Assistant Superintendent of Student and Family Services. Scott Adair, Rush Henrietta School Board President. Shiloh Arthman, Rush Henrietta School Board Member, liaison to the Youth Board, and a proud parent of one of our 2026 inductees, and a 1993 inductee herself, carrying on the family tradition. Kim DeLarge from the Rush Henrietta School Board, as well as Rachel Sherman from the school board, Mr. Archie Allen, Principal of Rush Henrietta High School, and Mr. Troy Bajardi, Associate Principal of the high school. Adam Kasperkowski, Branch Manager, and Sarah Hoyt, Member Service Advisor from Rewind Credit Union. The Henrietta branch are here. They've supported the Henrietta Youth Board and the Parks and Rec Department with their volunteerism and donations, so we're very grateful for them. And I'd like to introduce my fellow Youth Board members who truly make me look great with all of the amazing work that they do. I can't take the credit on my own. Lucretia Scott, our Vice Chair, Barbara Christensen, Harmony Safranek, Al Barrett, Bean DeCall, Bridget Bartholomew, Dr. Mary Ann Gocker, Terry Dukes, and Laura Dingman, who works at the Henrietta Public Library and is a liaison to our board. And our incredible Student Youth Board members, Simra Hamad and Sybil Montero, who are both inductees tonight, as well as Susanna Sherman, Rowan Hassan, Tarani Pascarin, who couldn't be here tonight but sends her congratulations. And lastly, our Henrietta Parks and Recreation Department staff, Pam Grunman, our director, Anita Tikachek, who keeps all of this moving, our senior rec supervisor and everything for the youth board, Andrea Garino, recreation leader, and Bridget Bartholomew, recreation assistant and youth board member. So we are so glad to have all of you joining us tonight. And before we start our dinner, I'd like to ask Councilman Barley to come up for a message of thanks.
Good evening. Everybody looks so great. Hey Rick, thanks for getting me up here to do this. Rick Page. Before we start our dinner, I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone for being here. It's important that we recognize everyone's efforts in making this evening possible. The Youth Board, as Dr. Redlow kindly pointed out, our Town Board, Henrietta Parks and Recreation Department, the Henrietta Rush Henrietta School District, the school board also, the RITA Conference Center, and all our inductees and their family members. Thanks for being here. We like to thank the inductees for their wonderful accomplishments and service to our community. They are a bright outlook for our future. The inductees are the best representatives of our community. They will be leaders in the future. We want to recognize the adults in our community that support and encourage the youth to reach their fullest potential. We're thankful to our town, our school district for tirelessly work that they provide to help develop these young peoples and their futures. We live in a community where it really takes a community to raise a child. And as you look around the room, you see that here. All of our community services are here to recognize this youth. And the parents behind them have been behind them their whole lives. It's very important. Henrietta truly is a town for all. Like you, I'm a parent that sat in the chairs out here. 23 years ago, my son Justin was inductee. The confidence that these things bring to the child's life is unmeasurable. So when I tell the inductees to be proud of what you've accomplished, for those that have recognized you and recommended you for this award, please don't take it for granted. I know you received scholarships for school, and you should also be very proud of that. No matter how much money it is, be proud that you're receiving scholarships to go on in your life and to further your careers. Again, I'm Rob Barley. On behalf of our supervisor, Steve Schultz, our town board members, Michael Stafford, Melissa Frank, and Christina Owens, may you continue to succeed and be blessed.
All of our inductees, there is going to be a folder after the event on the check-in table with certificates from our local dignitaries. These are the individuals that have sent certificates to our inductees. We have U.S. Congressman, the Honorable Joseph Pirelli. We have New York State Senator, the Honorable Jeremy Cooney. We have New York Assembly Member, the Honorable Harry Ronson. We have New York State Supreme Court Judge, 7th District, the Honorable Justice Alex Menezzi. We have a joint certificate from our Monroe County legislators. Michael Udelson, 13th District and Majority Leader. Dr. Najish Jeffrey, 12th District. Richard Milne, 5th. And we also have one from the Monroe County Youth Bureau, Executive Director, 23.
We would also like to thank Stephanie Young and her team at RITN and Conference Center for accommodating this event. Our event sponsors founded the program. A very special thanks to our Henrietta Senior High School teachers, Mrs. Erin Wright and Ms. Jessica Giordano, and Mrs. Kathy Mox from the College and Career Center who support the Henrietta Youth Board Hall of Fame selection progress.
Inductees, your pictures and plaque will be in the town clerk's office for a year. In the spring of 2027, the plaque will move to the Henrietta Recreation Center for permanent placement. Now to introduce our keynote speaker, Shiloh.
Good evening. I get the honor and privilege to introduce our keynote speaker, who is an RH class of 1989 graduate and Youth Hall of Fame inductee. Carrie is a certified life and business coach and a certified teen and young adult coach who has made it in her life's mission to help others discover the greatness already inside of them. She doesn't just talk about potential, she's dedicated her career to helping people unlock it. With a distinguished background as a sales leader and director, Carrie brings a rare combination of real-world business experience and deep personal development experience expertise to every room she enters. Over the course of her career, Carrie's had the privilege of coaching alongside some of the most respected names in the industry, including the Tony Robbins Organization, as well as partnering with top companies across the country and working one-on-one with private clients through some of the most transformative seasons of their lives. And if that wasn't enough, when Carrie steps off the coaching stage, you just might find her on stage of a different kind, performing as a singer with a band, because there's one thing she embodies, it is this: show up fully in every area of your life. Please help me in welcoming Carrie Ferrera.
After my glasses, I'm a little older than some of you inductees. First, congratulations to each and every one of tonight's inductees. I'm truly honored to be here with you. Here's something I'll be honest with you about. I don't remember who spoke at my induction way back in 1989. I don't remember the exact words they said, but I remember exactly how I felt. That swell of pride, that deep sense of gratitude, that quiet knowing that what I had worked for mattered. So tonight, you may not hold onto every word I share, and that's okay. What I hope you do is lock in this feeling. Breathe it in. Let it settle into your memory. Because this moment, right here, right now, is one worth keeping. First, stay true to yourself. For over 20 years, I've studied personal development. I've had the privilege of coaching successful professionals, entrepreneurs, artists, and young adults. And if there's one thing I come back to time and time again, it's this: be you. Don't give in to the pressure of others. Don't measure your worth by someone else's reel on social media. We each have our own journey, our own timeline, and our own gifts. And comparison will rob you of your joy every single time. Comparison is the thief of joy. When you face a hard season, and you will, surround yourself with good people. Look for ways you can contribute, ways you can lift someone else up. Because here's the truth I've seen play out over and over in the people I coach. When you give, you receive. When you show up for others, something shifts inside you. Ask yourself every single day, who can I help today? Who can I make smile? Who can I make laugh? Be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. People will always remember how you made them feel. Second, you choose your state. Here's something powerful I want you to understand. You get to choose your emotional state. You are not at the mercy of your circumstances. It starts with your thoughts. Thoughts create feelings. Feelings drive actions. Actions produce results. And what you focus on expands. So here's a simple practice I want to give you. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to challenge you. When you wake up, don't reach for your phone. Don't check social media, your texts, or email. Instead, take one deep breath and ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? It can be something small, the warmth of your bed, a friend you're going to see, a class you love, a pet waiting for you downstairs. It can even be something you're grateful for in advance, a future moment you're looking forward to. The size does not matter, the intention does. Gratitude shifts everything. It sets the tone for your entire day. The thoughts you think in the morning become the foundation of everything that follows. Happiness is not something that happens to you. It radiates from within. And when you carry that inner light with you, the world around you mirrors it back. Remember, you can't control your first negative thought. but you absolutely control the thoughts that follow. Third, be a win hunter. Every single day, I want you to ask yourself one question. What did I do well today? Give yourself credit. And it's not in a boastful way, but in a way that fills your cup so that you have more to give. Stack those wins. Stack those magic moments. Because when the hard days come, and they will come, you need to be able to reach back and remember what you have within you to get you through them. It is so easy to focus on what's not working. It's easy to notice the negative, to compare yourself to others, to replay what went wrong. But if you look for what's broken and negative, that's all you'll see. If you look for the wins, you will find more wins. Where energy goes, energy flows. Life is not about perfection. It is about progress. Acknowledge your progress. Anchor in the qualities that got you here today. Your determination, your discipline, your kindness, your grit, your work ethic, those are yours. No one can take them from you. And don't do good things just for the likes. Don't do them for the follows or the comments. Do them because they bring you joy, or because they help someone else, even when no one's watching. That internal acknowledgement is worth more than external applause. External validation is fleeting. Internal conviction is what lasts. So now I'm going to create a moment just for you. I want to invite you to do something just a little bit different. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes for just a moment. Go ahead, inductees, close your eyes. And I'd invite your loved ones here tonight to close theirs as well, to hold this space. Take a deep breath in and let it out slowly. Feel where you are right now. Feel the pride of being in this room tonight. Breathe into your heart. Give yourself full credit for being here. Not to anyone else, just to yourself. Make that feeling big. Make it bright. Ask yourself, what within me got me here? Was it determination, discipline, focus, kindness, courage? Did you help someone? Did you overcome something? Did you excel in sports, in academics, in music, in the arts, in leadership? Whatever it was, breathe into it. Feel the gratitude for this moment and for how you showed up to earn it. Take one more deep breath in, release, and gently open your eyes. Look around this room. Take it in. This is real. You earned this. Remember this feeling. There are moments in life that you don't realize will become cherished memories until they've already passed. Tonight is one of those moments. You probably won't remember every word I said tonight, and I made peace with that before I even walked up here. But I hope you remember how you feel right now. I hope you carry this with you. Give yourself credit. Celebrate this. Be grateful. And share that gratitude with the people who helped you get here. Stay true to yourself. Keep giving your gifts to the world. You make a difference simply by being you, by being kind, by showing up and contributing. Thank you and congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to each and every one of you on being inducted to the Youth Hall of Fame. This is an incredible honor, and it reflects the impact that you've all made in your communities, whether the impact has been big or visible, small or quiet. I say this because some of the most meaningful contributions can often go unnoticed. So it's really nice today to see some familiar faces and some new faces. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Irene Morcos. I graduated in RH in 2020, and after I graduated, I went to a small undergrad where I studied government and legal studies, and graduated in 2024. But before that, I'll take you a little bit back. My journey here in Henrietta starts when my family first immigrated to the US when I was 7 years old. And like many families, my mother was searching for ways for us to find community. And that's how I got involved in Henrietta. What started as a place to spend time quickly became something much bigger. It became a place where I found connection, purpose, and eventually opportunities to give back. As I started traveling around the world and learning about different political and governmental structures, I started to realize and form my understanding that we all carry a sense of collective responsibility in the world that we live in today. So today I want you guys all to think about what this recognition specifically means to you. Because it's not about what you've done up to this point, but about who you're becoming as an individual. And I really encourage you to take the time to ask yourself, who do you want to be? Where do you come from? What are your roots and what are your values? When you truly understand your values, your morals, your traditions, and what drives you, you build a foundation that you can carry through anything that you kind of go through. You will get derailed a lot of times. I'm sure you know a lot of people in your life who have often gotten derailed. But you will eventually find your way back if you have a strong sense of who you are as a person and what drives you. And no one can advocate for yourself more than you can. And as you grow, remember this, that giving back is not just about repaying others for what they've done for you. It's about contributing to something bigger than yourself. And we live in a world that often tells you success is measured by your individual success, whether it's through your job, your career, or your own personal life. But I found that the most meaningful success comes from the impact you have on others. And that's why I continue to stay involved in Henrietta, even when I'm not physically there, because this community has given me a lot. It's allowed me to grow into the person that I am here today. And as you move forward, find what you're passionate about, and don't just try to find it, but try to practice it in your everyday, because it might not often manifest in your career or that type of thing, but there's ways that you can actually build that in your life every day. And finally, it's really important to understand your role in the world. When I gave my speech in 2020 during my Hall of Fame, it was around the height of the Black Lives Matter movement, where communities started to kind of speak out against all the injustices that were happening to Black and brown communities. And today is no different. We live in a time where whole community's existence is continuously threatened, and each of you holds a certain type of privilege and power that even if you may not realize it, because you know there's a lot of young people here. But speak out for those who are overlooked. Advocate for those who don't have the same voice as you have. Use your position not to just elevate yourself, but to lift others around you. Because that's what leadership actually looks like, and why a lot of you are here today. Yeah, congratulations, and again, you've earned this. So thank you so much.
So, sorry for being late for this event. We were in Buffalo. We were actually at a baptism this morning. If you've ever been, it's a basilica. It's one of the, I think it was the second basilica ever recognized in the United States. It's in South Buffalo, Lackawanna. It is gorgeous. It's called Our Lady of Victory. If you like visiting European basilicas, I encourage you to go visit this one. It is gorgeous. It's quite the setting for a baptism. But again, I apologize for being late. We got delayed, and I came over as soon as I got back to Buffalo. So, and that was live. It's not up here, but thank you. I could have lived more, but yeah. If you know my past, especially my college days, that can be dangerous. Okay. So we're going to have the attendees, or the awardees, recipients are going to be coming up. We just want you to understand, you're going to enter the stage from the right. And that's as you're facing the audience, or as you're facing the stage, excuse me. You'll receive the certificate, and then you'll proceed up to shake our hands. If you have different customs, we've had bump fists, we've had folks who nod, just indicate when you get up here. And then parents are welcome to take pictures of your child at the time. We'll try to pause so recipients remember that. That way you don't have to hear about it on the car ride home, how you didn't look at the camera. There will also be a professional photographer taking pictures as well. And then Bridget and Brim will hand the inductees their certificate on the floor as they go up left side of the stage. And Millie Safranek will be calling the names.
I think we're going to start with Shiloh again.
Oh, okay. Apparently Shiloh's going to start with the names. This is what happens when you don't get here ahead of time and you read the script.
Okay. Iman Azim. Maram Al-Mansiri. Ahmad Afajan. Khalid Ahmad is not able to make it tonight. Alexandra Arthman Martin. Angela Boucher. Joseph Buholtz. Ryan Bizarre. Sophia Campbell. Shahina Sujawathuri. Andrew Coleman. David Covert. Simra Hamad. Phoenix Hoffman. Luna Hussein.
Flash. Sybil Montero. Piper Morer. Claire Phillips. Bow Smith. Bibi Usmani. Zion Walker. Kayla Wilson. Kishomika Yokonakan. Congratulations to all of you. One second. Okay. We are dedicating this gift to a very special person in our school community. Miss Moss has always been the person who keeps students informed about scholarships, opportunities, and important school updates. She has played a huge role in helping in this event for many years, and I also had the honor of working with her for the yearbook, and it shows her dedication, support, and kindness. Sadly, she's leaving us for a much better, warmer, and tropical, sunny life in Florida. So Miss Moss, where are you? Oh, hi. You've always been a really awesome person, and we are forever grateful for you. We wish you all the best in Florida, so can you stand up for a round of applause? Good evening, and thank you all for being here tonight. Before I begin, I would like to give a special thanks to the town of Henrietta and everyone on the Youth Development Advisory Committee for supporting me throughout high school in so many ways. I would also like to thank my amazing parents for always being there for me and supporting me, praying with me, and guiding me throughout high school. I would now like to address my fellow inductees with a special message from one senior to another. I'm going to have you guys close your eyes again this time, but for a different reason. That was not planned, by the way, it just
happened, close your eyes and think of a memory that you hold near and dear to you. Maybe it's a special day with your closest friend, a special moment from childhood, or even something as simple as hugging your favorite person. Our brain stores many memories, up to 2.5 million gigabytes to be exact. And for the seniors like myself in the room, high school has made up a big portion of our memories. From starting as 9th graders in our junior high schools to transitioning into the senior high, where we have spent the last 3 years of our lives. Looking around this room, many of you have been such an important part of my life and part of memories that I will take with me forever. I'm going to shout a couple of you out, so here's a couple of you that I've made memories with. Daniela and John. The countless Interact meetings we held together were always such a blast. I loved the pizza, eating way too many slices of pizza, and always finding something to laugh about at these meetings with both of you. Wrong. Of the 2.5 million gigabytes of storage that my brain can handle, the memories that I made with you probably take up a large portion of that. Thank you for always being there to make me laugh, support me through the good and bad, and making high school so much more fun. And Simra, attending these board meetings with you over the past few years has been so special. Every time they mentioned a teen night, especially the ones with the roller skating, I always knew that we would both turn to each other with a huge smile. Thank you for making the board meetings a little bit more fun and funnier. Though these are just a few of the inductees being recognized tonight out of the 26, I have made memories with so many of you in the room. When you look around at your peers, I bet you could find quite a few that you have shared some special moments with in our special class of 2026. Though this ceremony will one day be a memory for all of you, don't ever forget the things that you've done to make it this far. Over the past 4 years, many of you have overcome personal hardships and experienced difficulties in your lives. But you have risen above your circumstances. Your hard work and dedication to yourselves, your families, and your local communities is something that you should be very proud of. You all have served in countless ways, always looking out for those around you. You've inspired countless individuals, from younger siblings to older adults, in your lives, and you've truly left a mark on the communities that you are a part of. I want you all to remember that your presence truly makes a difference, and I know that each one of you has become a part of someone else's important memories, whether in this room or outside of. As you sit here this evening, I hope you begin to think of all the experiences who have shaped you into who you are today. And you can see how far you've really come. I would like to end with one of my favorite song lyrics. The lyric is, "Look how far we've come, look where we started from. The best thing about it is, you know, we've only just begun." To the class of 2026, we really have just begun. I hope you continue to soar with the same dedication and the same passion that has brought you this far. Thank you all for your time, and congratulations to all of the inductees.
She's a very tough act to follow, isn't she? She's so smart. I just learned what gigabyte was this week, so I'm a little nervous by that. But I also want to thank Sybil and Simra for the video montage, and I want to just let you know that that's going to be posted, I'm learning these words, posted to Facebook tomorrow so that you all can see it. It'll also be added to the tonight's recording and be on the town website as well by May 4th. Before we end tonight's activities, there are a few people that I want to thank that without their support, we could not have this event tonight. First, I'd like to thank the Youth Board. They worked tirelessly to do this event and many other events to support our town and our youth, so thank you. I would also like to thank the Henrietta Parks and Recreation Department staff, especially our Director Pam Grumman, Andrea Garino, and Bridget Bartholomew for their support and hard work for this event as well. And we can't forget the town board. The town board is wonderful. They support our many events like this, and the whole Henrietta community, so thank you to the town board. Now, I have some personal thank yous I would like to thank. First of all, County Legislator Michael Udison. He is so patient with me. I've known him for 30 years, and he called me on Friday to ask me one simple question. And I said, "Where are you?" And he said, "Why? Can you go pick up the certificates from Senator Cooney?" And he just did. So I was blessed to have him. Dr. Michael Allen also got a phone call from me on Friday, very frantic, because our copier wasn't working. We hadn't printed the programs yet. And he was like, "Sure, I'll help you." Luckily, our copier got fixed in time, but his voice was so calming because I thought I was going to have a meltdown, but he was very calming and supportive, so I really appreciate that. A few things to know, just a reminder that our photographer is going to do a group picture at the end of the night, so please, inductees, come up to the stage so that can happen. And just to remember that there is a folder with certificates for you at the check-in desk when you leave. You also can find out who nominated you at that point. Some of our nominees want to remain anonymous, but many of them said that we can let you know who they are. So please check on that. So now, it's my favorite part. I get to close the night, and I try to give a few words of wisdom. It's the gray hair, it makes me think I can do whatever I want, so I apologize for that, but it does. I was thinking back to my very first Youth Hall of Fame that I coordinated myself, and that was in 2017. And my first keynote speaker was Tom Coleman, who was a former employee. He was also a proud parent here tonight. But one of the things he said, and Councilman Barley said the same thing, it takes a village to raise a child, and which is so true. And he reminded the inductees that night that they should take the time to thank those around them in their life, whether they were present or not, for all the things that they've done to support them. But so tonight I'd like to say something a little different. I also want to say to the adults that we are very fortunate to have and grateful to have the youth around us. We are willing to learn from them. We would be so lucky. They have so much to offer. I've had the wonderful opportunity to read all the nomination packets, several times. And what I've learned from reading them is the strength of character that this group of inductees have. They've had strength even through adversity. Their persistence through tough times is amazing. Their compassion, their kindness, their creativity, and their drive to learn and create a better future for all, just shone so brightly. My hope is that we all keep learning from each other, young and old. So I want to thank you all for coming tonight to celebrate this wonderful group of 2026 inductees. So if I can now ask the inductees to stand up. And if I can ask all our guests to join me in applauding this wonderful group.